Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts. I just finished a mini album for my girlfriend's who her birthday was on the 31st. I'm trying to push this ribbon down here. She absolutely loves Harry Potter. Read all the books, seen all the movies. She's just an avid fan. And I wanted to do a mini with the Harry Potter theme. So I lucked out and remembered that last year I had gone to Joann's and I saw this Harry Potter paper and I thought, gosh, you know, someday I'm going to be able to use that. So I bought a bunch of it. And I went back to Joann's yesterday because I was thinking I was not going to have enough paper, but they didn't have it in their product line anymore. So, but it worked out. I got this all done and I just wanted to just quickly go through what I did here. I used the hinge binding system from Kathy Orta, and I remember watching the tutorial from Ginger at my sister Scrapper, and I'll put their information in the video. Okay, so let's get started on what I did, and I tried to set everything over here to the side so we could go through this quickly. This is Harry Potter paper. I'm going to say 95% of it, and this was a 12 by 12, and I cut this out here. This was actually the bottom of it. It says, but I can't fit this on the album anywhere, it's too big. It says Hogwarts. And if you're a Harry Potter fan and I say something wrong about anything, I have to say excuse me, because I did see a couple of the movies, but I don't know enough about it that I could say I was an expert at it. So that is from a 12 by 12. I thought the paper, the front cover was kind of plain, so I added some of this rust-colored ribbon, which kind of combines into the theme. And I put these little Jolie's dimensional stickers, they're calling it. They're plastic, but they're, I don't know, I think it just added something to it. And I did it also on the binding as well. Now on the front, I put some of this gray ribbon on it because I had cut the paper, this paper here, too small for the inside, and you could see like the plain edges and stuff. So I went ahead and I put some gray ribbon around it to kind of put the frame. And there's some Harry Potter paper here. This was on a 12 by 12, and I hand cut this out and then put the owl on it. And there's nothing here for pictures or journaling. It was just sort of like an opening page to the album. So on this page here, I actually used these little strips of words from the Teresa Collins album that I did last time, and the colors matched on some of them, so you'll see these throughout the video. So I put that there, and then this is some bling, or some pearl, faux pearl from Recollections. And this is my punch, which I did not leave out for the video. Now, because I know my girlfriend's never had a mini before, that one's coming up a little bit, I thought it would be simpler for her if I put picture corners, or photo corners, I guess they call them. And I got these at Beverly's, and it's not a craft store, it's called Beverly's something something. And I'm sure they have them at Michael's and stuff, but I had gone there and saw these, so I bought these. And they're just sticky on one side, and then you slip your photo. I'm going to use this. This is the Harry Potter. It's called Creative Imaginations Harry Potter theme. I kind of backed up there on what I was saying. So then, you know, your photo goes right in the corner, like so. So that'll make it easy for her. And this here, I used my Circle Epiphany punch, and it's this one here. And I used some of the Harry Potter paper. This is a Spellbinders die cut. And this photo mat here, I punched with this Fisker's Corner Punch. I think that's for that page. Now, I wanted to use this in here because this one here says Gryffindor. And so I just cut it to size, it's 5 by 7, and then I made a score line along here, and then I score taped it so that it opens up like this. And I just put some black bling in here, and then I did the same thing on this one here as well in here. And then this here is Recollections. Had this for a really long time. And some, this is some ribbon type stuff, and the other punch. So it just is another added little, put some brown ribbon there. On this one here, this is from that Teresa Collins, and this is a Spellbinders die cut, and this was part of the 12 by 12 paper pack. I believe this is his magic wand. And then, you know, room for a picture, room for journaling. And then I just added another little photo mat with the gray because, you know, there's gray within the album. So she's got another place to put a photo mat. And then she could do whatever she wants with this. It can be a bookmark, or, and then pretty much the same thing on this stamp here. I used my Fiskars, and I just cut that out with my hand. I love that clock. Hence the time flies and then the clock. And then this was part of the 12 by 12. I just cut out that little diamond. These are just pockets, you know, nothing fancy. I think the hardest part for me was that in my mind Harry Potter is masculine. So I wanted to make it feminine but not look too feminine because it would take away from that Harry Potter masculine theme. So alright, so I just, you know, basic pocket here. This is a Spellbinders cut, die cut. I used my punch, corner punch again, and I used my foam adhesive to pop that up, so that's a photo mat. And this is just some ribbon. I used my bow maker and another photo mat. Some more Teresa Collins. And then this was part of the 12 by 12, and I thought this was cool. That's the game that they play, and that's just, again, something I put in there. I keep bumping my mat here, sorry about that. And then on this one here, I actually hand cut the Gryffindor symbol out and made it into a pocket. And some of this paper is like die cuts with a view, the plain paper. This one here, I used my art booking, and I set it for real dial size 5, and it made it too wide. So I cut it down, and it's like a big huge tag, and it says what we saw, so they can journal here, she can journal here, and then maybe put a picture right there. And I'm going to include some little mini pop dots, so if she wants to put pictures there, she can put the picture on the pop dot. And then on this side here, oh, this little stamp here is from, is it this one? Oh, no, here it is. This here. And I just stamped it with my Memento black ink and hand cut it out. This is just some brown ribbon that I had in my stash. Do not know the name of it, but I think it's pretty cool. This is the broom that they play on. And again, bookmark or just a regular decoration. This was the last of this ribbon that I had, and I just score taped it underneath the pocket. So it, like I said, I'm trying to make it feminine, but not too feminine. I actually used my circle punch for this here. I saw this on the art booking manual, but I thought, gosh, you know, instead of dragging everything out, I can actually hand punch it. So I just kind of went like that and punched the corner. So you can do that if you would like to do that. And some more Harry Potter paper. Alright. And then these are just little tags. We do not remember days, we remember moments. And that is from, oh, this one here, which is TPC. And this one here is from TPC as well. Live well, love often, love much. And, you know, they're just funny little things that were part of that paper that I thought was cute. This is part of the paper that I got from Harry Potter, and I made a little area here that she could journal on. This right here is the Imaginations, Creative Imaginations, and they're like acrylic almost. Yeah, I would say they're acrylic. This is a punch, and I just put that same rust colored ribbon that I did the binding with, and then some rickrack here. And then I did that here. Again, this is from the paper. And I just did some stamping on the back of it. And then this is from a die cut from Spellbinders, and I just made it into a little book. And then this here, she can put a photo on it if she would like to do that. One thing good, I just want to take a second. One thing good about these minis that have the pockets is you don't always have to put your photo on a photo mat. If the mini is for a specific event like Disneyland or a newborn baby or something like that, you know, they can literally tuck the pictures down in. They don't always have to put it on the photo mat. And then the last page here, some more of the Teresa Collins. And there wasn't any place for her to journal on here, so I made up this little square thing. You can put a photo here and then journal on here. And then, goodness, me and my bumping today. This is just a little, I think this is a 2.5 by 2.5. And it's the opposite side of this paper here. So I used that, and I trimmed it down just a little bit. And then I used my Tim Holtz stapler and stapled on the same ribbon that I put on the edge here. So that's like a little Polaroid photo cover. I did this with my Spellbinders die, and I know that there is a die cut in the art booking that you can do to use this as well. And then I just put the broom on here as well, some of the paper that was left over, and that's it. Like I said, it's a little bit feminine with the bows and the ribbon, but that's it. All right. Oh, I got to read this to you. It says, happiness can be found even in the darkness of times when only one remembers to turn the light on. And that's from Albus Dumbledore. I don't know. I think she'll get a kick out of it. But it was fun, challenging, trying to put the colors and ribbons and stuff together. So, all right. Thanks all for watching. Have a great day.